Fast Eddie here, guys. Follow-up video on my construction build, the house build there in the Philippines. Got a few questions, and so I wanted to follow up with that. The first question I got was why an upstairs? Being 60 years old, only getting older, why would I build an upstairs in a house? And basically, the upstairs is going to be two bedrooms, a TV slash game room, and the deck up there. And the as I get older, obviously, climbing stairs becomes an issue. But it's really being built for our son and any guests we may have, and kind of looking towards the future if anybody else is living in the house. There's a separate kind of room up there, separate area for them. And I really want the deck. That's one thing I've noticed about living in the Philippines and in Panglao there is being able to get up a little bit higher in the evenings when you get a little bit of a breeze going. It can make the difference between uncomfortable and being comfortable. And so that's really why I want the second floor there. So I'm the one who advocated for the second floor, even though I'm going to be an old guy. And then maybe Lolita, when I get older, she can lock me in one of the bedrooms up there, and that'll just be where I be my skilled nursing facility upstairs up there. So that's why we're putting the second floor in. Um, the other question is, and I've got asked this a lot, particularly before I even left work, and worked with a lot of Filipinos in the prison where I worked, and why are you're not building a castle, the Kano Castle? And the answer is no. This house is about 120 square feet on the downstairs, about 60 upstairs, which about maybe 15 of that square meters upstairs, or 20 square meters upstairs, is going to be that deck there. So it's not a huge house by any means. And if I wanted to go to huge, we could go to the Coconut Palace, which is in Manila. We had the opportunity to see that when we visited Manila back in 2015, and quite the extravagant facility there. It was built by the Amildo Marcos, and I'm not sure if anybody even lives there or what it's used for now, but it is quite. I guess it's made out of recycled coconut material, is what I think I read somewhere on it. But this was right kind of by not a very far walk from where we were staying in a condo in Manila area, right there off Rojas Boulevard there. So not going to build a castle at all. This here is a house. I would kind of consider this a condo castle. It's a foreigner lives there. I think it might be a Filipino American. This is in Panglao, right on the water. Very nice house. Looks beautiful from the outside. Beautiful yard on the other side, facing the ocean front. But that's just not something we want. We're just going to stay small, and that's just we're going to stay small simply because one is the cost. I mean, I don't need to. The costs have gone up significantly in the Philippines. Another blogger I follow, he just did a video. Greg and Wilma building in the Philippines. He just did a video where he compared cost of what it would be like for him to build today as opposed to when he built, I think it was a year and a half, 2 years ago, or a year ago for his house. And it's about 40% more cost increase due to inflation, just the cost of materials and everything. So cost is one factor that goes into it. The other thing, and this is probably the more pressing issue, is, and I don't have a good picture of really of an example of this, but what happens is you see houses that the Cano castles, and you see people, the husband, who's usually the expat, passes away and leaves the Filipino wife with a house that she really can't afford to maintain and keep up, and then it starts looking like hell. And not a whole lot you can do about that. There's not the money there to keep it repaired, keep it nice. It is going to be degraded. And when the typhoons hit, there's no money to repair the roof or repair the windows or anything. The other thing is, if you want to sell, you see a lot of houses that expats want to sell. They get to the Philippines, things don't work out, whatever happens, they have health issues, they need to leave the country. And then they're trying to sell this big, huge castle with, these huge estate for millions of dollars, well, millions of pesos, I would say, but, half a million US dollars. And really difficult to sell that to the Philippines. There's not a lot of people who can come in and buy that. The locals certainly are not going to be able to buy that. So you're pretty much only going to be able to sell it to somebody who is coming from with outside money into the Philippines and to buy it. And so to me, I just don't think it makes a lot of sense. And I don't think I need to live that extravagant. Lee, I think the house will fit nice on our property. We spend a lot of time outside when we're in the Philippines, so our emphasis is going to be on our outdoor area, the pool, our dirty kitchen, which is kind of more like an outdoor bar and dining area, if you will, as well as our wraparound deck that we're going to have on our house. And hopefully, we'll have a drawing here. As I said, we're going to have a pool, should be over here somewhere. We're going to have the dirty kitchen over here. And that's kind of why, like I said in the initial video, we're waiting to get to the Philippines before we actually start breaking ground on the house to make sure that we can lay everything out on our lot, our rectangular shaped lot of about 560 meters. So that's kind of where we're at. And I just wanted to get those, clarify those questions for you guys. And I appreciate people watching. I appreciate people asking comments, and I appreciate even if you send me a message. That's where I got a couple of message questions from, but you can just comment right below and feel free to comment. All right, guys, thank you very much. Have a good day.